Hi, my name is Jessica Herring, and I want to talk to you today about rejection and how to overcome it. Or another way to look at it is how to keep persevering when you want to give up. I did this keynote speaker presentation about a month ago in New Orleans for the New Orleans Women's Association, and so I already had the material to do this. And lately I've been seeing a lot of posts that are just a little bit negative towards either job seekers, towards recruiters being discouraged and not finding their employment, or vice versa with recruiters and salespeople just being so challenged right now by the marketplace. So I thought this was a great time to talk about this very subject. So how am I even a person that can even have any authority on speaking about this subject? Well, first of all, I have been in sales my entire career. And so they say that if you study something for 10,000 hours, you become an expert. So it is safe to say that I am a rejection expert. So if you have any doubt, just know that you're in good hands. For as long as I can remember, I wanted to be in sales. Some children want to be a doctor or a lawyer or a veterinarian. I always wanted to be in sales. My mother always said I had $1 million smile and that I could sell ice to an Eskimo. So with that came my decision to go into sales. It all started when I was in the second grade, and my mother had a great idea to sell bracelets at school for a nickel a piece. And I can remember being on the bus selling them. I can remember being at lunchtime and there was a line of kids wanting to buy these trinket bracelets from me. Right after lunch, I got called into the principal's office, and he explained to me that that was not allowed on school property, that I couldn't do business there. And so hence my very first rejection from the principal in second grade. But I went home that day with some rejection, but also with a pocket full of coins. So to me, it was a good day, but I had to obviously stop doing that. After that, high school, college, always sales. And so it's been a wonderful adventure. It's been some hard lessons. And so let's talk about the actual, why do we hate rejection so much? We all know that rejection hurts, but neuroscience has concluded that it does in fact literally hurt. While the brain does not process emotional pain and physical pain identically, the reaction events are very similar. And during that natural occurrence, this natural chemical painkiller is released during both events. So rejection literally does hurt. So that's why we avoid it. That's why we try to do all things that don't entail rejection. But rejection is always going to be the high fruit stuff. If you're a job seeker going for interviews, going for applications, and having that possibility of getting rejected is a high fruit. If you're in sales, calling, cold calling, warm calling, lead call, just asking people to buy has a risk of having rejection because that's a high fruit. If you're a recruiter, same thing. Presenting opportunities, you're going to have people that are going to say yes, and you're going to have people that are going to say no. But if you don't ask them, then you wouldn't be doing your job in all three cases. So rejection is very important to most people's livelihoods. So what are some ways that you can overcome and persevere during that time that just everything in you is screaming to quit, to go do something else, to do something with a little less resistance? So this is ideal for, you've been sitting there, you need to do these applications, you need to do these resumes. This is ideal for salespeople who are in some type of call block situation where they are forced to make their calls, sit there and do the deed. And also recruiters who are going through a stack of resumes, calling candidates and looking for their potential candidate for jobs. So this is to get you through that time. This is not go get a massage or go for a walk, because that's getting out of the elements. And although those things are really great advice, and I do recommend those type of things, I want you to be able to get through this time period. So some simple tips that you can do is that you start with, so what are some ways that we can overcome rejection? Well, number one, have a schedule. Schedule your call blocks, schedule your applications, you're updating your resumes, networking, any type of productivity that you're going to do, you're going to want to schedule it. And then you're going to want to schedule it during the times that really make sense for you, that times that maybe you're most productive, times that you're more energetic and that you need more of your personality. So think about all of those things when you're scheduling your productivity time. Number two, set a timer. A timer is going to be great to let your body know and your mind know it's go time. Anytime you have a race, you're going to have a gun that goes off and boom, they shoot off, because it lets the mind know that it's time to work. And hence, you'll also have some type of definitive ending, so it doesn't seem like this is going to go on forever, because no matter what task you're doing, you want to be reminded that this too shall pass. Another thing you can do is have a really cool planner, a CRM, an Excel spreadsheet, something, I mean, even if it's a pen and paper, something that gets you excited about keeping track of your calls, keeping track of candidates, keeping track of jobs and networking and recruiters that you're trying to get in touch with through LinkedIn, posting content. Just, you want to have something that gets you excited. Right now, I'm using a free service called Pipedrive for my CRM, and you're able to upload Excel spreadsheets in there, and it gives you this pretty cool, the jury's still out on whether I'm going to proceed with it long term, but I do have a 30-day trial with it, and it's really exciting. It's got me really into making my calls. It's got me super excited about doing my job, and that's really all that matters. I mean, sometimes when I'm in a pen and paper type of mood, I'll go to the Dollar General and I'll get a nice pack of pens with this beautiful new planner or a notebook, and just something about having something that I enjoy and that I like really helps me to kind of get into my day. So the next one is really, really important. It's so you're in the middle of a call block. You're in the middle of doing these applications, and it's just exhausting you. And everything is screaming, saying for you to quit, to go take a break, take a nap, go, do anything, go on social media, do anything other than what you're trying to do. And what I recommend is have a picture of something in front of you that gets you motivated, whether it's your children, whether it's your family, whether it's your house, if you're, in jeopardy of losing your home, or anything that motivates you to continue going. Put that in front of you, so that as you're getting, rejected, as you're going through the perseverance stuff, you are able to say, this is why I'm doing it. It's going to put a smile on your face, whether it's your children, your fur babies, a whole vacation, a picture of a boat, whatever you're motivated towards, it's going to help you get through those challenging times. So having that in the forefront is very, very important. An accountability partner is also really, really important, whether that's your significant other, a coworker who's in the office with you, or if you're virtual, having some support system, maybe through your computer or whatnot, just to give you that accountability to make your calls, to do your applications. If you have a goal to do 5 applications, well, you can very easily get off track and say, you know what, I did 3, I'm good. But if you have that accountability partner and you have somebody who's going to be asking you like, hey, how many applications did you do? You're going to be more inclined to keep it up and keep going and hit your said goal. Another thing is that try to do the things that at all possible are your warm leads. So for me, instead of just calling random people that I've never met, I'm going to try to contact people that I've met in the past. And whether it's them or getting a referral, those are considered my warm leads. Same way with applying for jobs. If you're reaching out to a LinkedIn recruiter or have somebody in your friends that has a job with a said company, and you have a connection there, those are the jobs that you should do first. Those are the things that you should do first, because really they're already warmed up for you, whether it's through the networking aspect, whether it's a friend, family member that's kind of getting your resume seen there, or your application to the top of the list. And the same thing with sales. So calling past customers, calling existing customers, people that are happy with your service and business are going to be great people to call. They're going to be more responsive and more willing to talk to you. And you can just talk to them. Let them know, what you're looking for. If you're looking for prospects, if you're looking to enlarge your sales, or if you're looking for employment, you're going to be more comfortable. And if you're more comfortable, you're going to do that task more often. So my last suggestion is probably the most important one, and that's your affirmations list. So I was making some calls last week, and I was just having a doozy of a time. I was getting told no left, right, and sideways. It was really rough, and I too felt like giving up, and I really needed some perseverance. So what I had in front of me is my affirmations list. And what this does is this helps, once again, get you through that block, that time where you have to be productive and you feel like quitting. So on this affirmations list, I have, what I'm doing matters. I am helping people. So as I'm making these calls, whether they're saying yes, no, maybe, whatever, I'm reading this list to get to the next call. I'm motivating myself to get to the next person, because if you don't have somebody who's breathing down your neck, it's very easy for you to just give up and just say, you know what, I'm good for today. I'll pick up again tomorrow. But as you know, you have to continue going, because a lot of the work that you receive results from are 30 days out. So most people are living the results of the product that they have today, and the sales success that they have today, from the work that they did 30 days ago. So another thing that I say to myself, that this is, some people may not want my help, but some really do. And that's who I'm looking for. So I remind myself that not every person is going to be my person that is going to warmly receive what I'm doing for work, but that there are some. And I think of past success, and I think of people that lives have been changed because of our service and product. So when I'm getting down, when I'm starting to let the no's get to me, the rejection get to me, I'm just encouraging myself. I'm remembering those past success, knowing that the very next call, the next conversation I have could be that one where they say yes, and it's life-changing for them and myself. So another affirmation that I have is that I am stronger than this rejection, that, the love of my family, the lifestyle that we live, is more than this rejection, and that I have to go through these rejections in order to be successful in my employment. And that's really important to me. Another thing, I remind myself that my family loves me, and that I'm working hard for my husband and my children. So seeing my children, reminding myself that I have 2 beautiful children, and I have this lifestyle that I need to adhere. So I'm motivating myself to get through the rejection. I'm always reminding myself that today may have been a bad one. So Jess, what do? You get through the whole day and it was really not good? Well, I always tell my kids that if you have a really bad day, I believe that tomorrow is going to be really a good day. So you can encourage yourself and say, you know what, I did my best today. I really, I really had a challenging day, but tomorrow will be better. I try to laugh. People say that I smile a lot. I'm always looking for opportunity to laugh, because honestly, that's what helps get me through my day and helps me to keep going, is to try to find some humor. I mean, sometimes when I've gotten told no so many different times, I have to cry. I have to laugh, in order to not get down on myself. So I hope that these suggestions have helped you. This is by no means, this is a very quick little pep talk. I want this to be inspirational to you. I want you to know that I deal with rejection as well. And that if you're having a really rough day, just know that I go through the same thing. And if I can ever be there for you And if this helps one person deal a little better with persevering through their trial, persevering when they want to give up, dealing with rejection a little bit better, then this video was certainly worth making. So I thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great day.